Hello guys, this is FX and welcome back to the weekly top-down analysis on volatility indices. As we know, we will usually start our analysis from the highest time frame. As you can see, we were previously on a downtrend and then we started a bullish trend, right? We started a bullish trend. So right now, as you can see, we have mitigated all other blocks, right? We have mitigated these. As you can see here, we are approaching this support zone here, right? So, and right now we are trading above that zone. So since we got rejected here twice, we're expecting the market to come down to this this support zone here, maybe coming back close to fill up this place, right? Don't forget, we're in a nice correction. Don't forget, we created a new high here and our confirmed bullish trend is still valid, right? This is just a nice correction to the downside. When the market is done with the downside correction, right, it's going to do something of this nature, and if you like, you're going to get a nice pushback up, right? Going to get a nice pushback up, right, and then come back for a nice retest, and then we start looking for up, right? Because the pattern we're seeing here on the bullish on the daily candles, right, is a bullish continuation pattern, a nice impulse. We are now in a nice correction here. So we are looking for conferences where the correction could end. For now, we are still looking bearish to the downside. So let's go down to the smaller time frame to see the overall direction of the market. So that's nice. As you can see on the 4 hours time frame, we created a new high and we made a new low. So there's a confirm we are in a nice downtrend, and our location will be heading back to the other block, this support zone here. Once we squeeze in a little bit more, right, we'll be looking to come back here, right, creating a lower low, and then we push back up, and then we start looking for more buys to the upside. This is a very simple stuff. The trend here you see is a straightforward one. We're in a nice trend, right, and we are approaching the buy side trend line liquidity, right, where we'll be looking for support, and then we'll be pushing the market to the upside. Don't forget our overall highs are still valid, so that's a confirmed buy trend on this particular pair. So I think for now, as you can see on the time frame we are in, we're going to wait for the correction to play in. Then we will now be looking to what? To buy more to the upside. But right now, as you can see, we are riding that particular trend to the upside, and the market should give us a new push there. So let's zoom in a little bit to know if we're still in a downtrend on the smaller time frame. Yes, we're still in a valid downtrend. So we're selling the market to the downside to break this zone, and we'll keep selling to that support zone below. So that's it for VIX25. We'll move to the other pair. Okay guys, this volatility. So hello guys, you can see we have a nice breakout there on the trend, right, the end of the trend on VIX75 this week, right. This is our overall trend, and we broke out and we started a nice spike there, and the market came back for a nice retest, right. But we are looking for an impulse because this high is still valid there, right. We're looking for an impulse to break this high to continue our change of trend, right. All this movement is an inducement, right. These are inducement. So we're looking to break this high to continue buying to the market. So this particular zone here is just gathering more liquidity to push the market to the upside. So right now we got this bullish spike to the upside, and we might get a little bit of rejection. Right, we are heading back to the zone, right, that other block there. That's where we're heading, an impulse, and then we're now in a corrections, right. So the correction will be a spike to the upside. So as you can see, we are ranging. I'll have 1, 2 touches, right. As you can see, there was a previous ranging zone here. There's a previous ranging zone here, right, and we broke out and we are approaching the last resistance zone there. So let's go down to the smaller time frame to see exactly what is being formed in the market. So guys, as you can see on VIX75, right, we're approaching these resistance zones right now. Can we see, if we zoom in a little bit more, you can see the market has given us a nice trend there. Well, we're going to check, is the market ready to reject from that particular zone? You can see those multiple touches there, right? See those multiple touches. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame to get a genuine more touches of the whole trend. So you could see the market is still going on an uptrend. Can you see we have a nice trend there? Until the market breaks the zone, it's not ready yet for a correction, right? The market is still pushing back, pushing up. But I'm anticipating for a nice correction to fill up this liquidity here before continuing up. But we have touched on that resistance zone. That's where I'll be waiting for a nice rejection to happen. Right, for now, we're still bullish on this particular trend, and our overall order block is here. Don't forget, we can still shift these. That's to say the market hasn't even come close to this zone yet. So you see, we're going to come back for a nice resistance, and if we break out, then we'll sell back more and then continue on the range in market. But right now, we're still looking to buy the market to the upside with what we have been seeing. So guys, we're still looking to push up, and don't forget we are ranging between the zones there. So as you can see, we are ranging between the zone and the zone. Once we break out, we'll be heading up here to mitigate the zone, and then we might get a nice rejection, and then we change direction to the upside. But right now, as you can see, that's a nice ranging zone in the market, and of our interest will be the market going up, right? Keep tapping and getting rejected, and then breaking out finally, right? But the market is not ready for a nice change. We're gonna get rejected here, and then we come back into the zone, right? Come back into the zone, then we keep on ranging, right? So it's either you sell here, you take profit, or you buy here, you take profit there. So that's it for VIX75. Let's move to the other pair. Hello guys, and this is Forex again, and this is VIX50, right, on the highest time frame. Can you see that VIX50? We were previously on a nice downtrend there, and then we got support at around this zone here, right? Right. So, and our major point of interest is this high here, because this was the high which gave us this nice bearish for the downside. As you can see, the market is making its way up to recover for this particular fall. So we are looking for a nice bullish push, and our overall direction is this sort of block here to mitigate. So this other block has been mitigated. So we need to push more up to the upside. So what are we looking at? Right, on the overall bullish trend, and we should be looking to push the market to the upside. So what are we getting? Right, we have a nice trend here. We got support, got rejected here, went into correction, and then we are now heading here. So we got a nice rejection here, and we are moving for a nice impulse. But we got rejected. We got some rejection here. Is because of this particular resistance. Don't forget the market clearly break out there and then came back into it. Right, so it's now making waves to break that. So we're still looking at a nice bullish continuation pattern here. Right, so that's an impulse, and then an impulse correction. So we are going for another impulse. So it's ideal we keep making new highs and new highs, right, until we hit our overall target. Until we hit the overall target around here. Right, so that's where we are expecting the market to go. So it's a nice buy trend there, on this particular trend. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Yes guys, as you can see, we still have those highs there. And we need to adjust this, right? And we still saw those highs there, and we are looking to push to give us another impulse. Don't forget we're in a bullish trend there, and there's also possibility we can go into correction and fill up this liquidity down here, right? Small channel until we hit here, and then we push back up. But for we to confirm that, we must get a nice rejection from this zone, and then we start looking to sell until the correction is complete. Once the correction is complete, we wait for another signal to push back up. So that's it on VIX50. Let's move to the other pair. So hello guys, this is BioFX and this is VIX100, right? On VIX100, we have been on a major downtrend to, right? We've been going down for weeks or days right now, for months, right? We've been going down on VIX100 for months. So as you can see on the overall trend, right? As you can see, the market went for a nice impulse, right? And then correction, impulse, corrections, and then another long impulse that happened here. So right now we are looking for the market to go into a nice correction to fill up this, to grab all liquidity here, and then we continue down if possible. But for we to continue down, we need to break out of the trend. To continue up, we need to go break out of the trend and then continue up. But there is highly possibility of the market coming more down, because the market has been going down all this while. A little bit of buys and a long sell. That's exactly what the market does. So we'll be coming back, right? And then we'll go back to where we're coming back. So this overall trend, right, what the market has been selling from, giving us a trend here. So as you can see, this was the resistance of this particular one. As you can see, the market got support and the market is now pushing up. We already break new highs there. We already made new highs there, and we are looking to push the market to the upside. So I will be speculating for a nice lower high there, right? If possible, let the market go for a nice lower high there, right? And then we keep on pushing up, right? So this is what I'm speculating for this pair, right? Because we are on a nice bullish correction right now. So let's go down to the smaller time frame to see if we're going to continue being bullish to the upside. Yes guys, you can see we made a new high there and we are coming for a nice correction, bearish correction. From there, after getting a nice bearish correction, it's going to be a nice spike to the upside and then continue rallying to the upside. If you use proper risk management, this pair is a little bit volatile. The pair is a little bit volatile, so the pair is volatile. So if you use proper risk management, you're going to get a lot of money from this particular pair, VIX100. So that's it for VIX100. Till we're going to wait and see how it plays out for the whole week. I'm expecting the correction to come and tap on this resistance level, right? We'll be selling from that zone unless otherwise if the market breaks out. So hello guys, this is VIX10, right? So for VIX10, right, as you can see on the highest time frame, we can see the market making lower lows and lower highs. After the spike, we entered into a bullish continuation channel. But right now, we could see the market is giving us a lower high and lower lows, right? That could be a bearish correction to the downside. So let's zoom in a little bit. As you can see, the market has already created what? A nice high there. So there is possibility of the market coming back up, right? There's possibility of the market going back up. So for we to continue more down, since okay, yes, it's still on a nice uptrend there, so we're speculating for the market to give us a new high, right? Since that's a bullish continuation of pattern, right, our overall direction will be to break out and then continue, right? And there's the other scenario where the market could continue the bearish correction until its satisfaction, right? It come here and then reject and then go back down. That's on VIX10. So right now we've seen those highs. We know the market is actually going back up. So let's go down to the 4 hours channel time frame. Yes, guys, as you can see, we created a new correction, right? Impulse correction, and now we are not going for a nice impulse. So nothing has really changed. It's going to still be the same. So we'll be looking to buy and then maybe get rejected here. If the rejection doesn't hold, we already know it's a bullish continuation of pattern. Anyway, it desired to give us the spike up after the breakout. We'll just be waiting to see how it plays out. So that's it for VIX10, right? You can still see it's still the same pattern on the smaller time frames like the 1 hour, the 30 minutes. You're still gonna see this, right? So as you can see, the rejection we see as we have created, so it's gonna be a bullish continuation to the upside right now. So we're gonna wait and see how the market plays out. So that's it for VIX10. We're still bullish. Hello guys, and this is by FX. For BOOM1000, you could see here the overall trend was a bearish trend. Then we got support somewhere around this zone here, right? We got support around this zone, and then we now got a nice spike up there. Can you see we have a nice bullish trend and the market went up. Now we are trading above these previous support zone, right? This was a nice support. When the market came here, broke above it, becomes a support zone, and then the market came back down and break through. So right now we are on a breakout and then a retest right now on the time frame. So as you can see, we have a trend there. As you can see, we can see multiple rejections on that particular zone. So let's watch out. Let's go down to the 4 hours time frame to see if we are ready yet. So I think we are not yet ready. The market is still on a nice compressed zone. That could tell you it's gathering up liquidity. It's either to spike back up or spike down, right? We already know that boom is always on the bearish side, and then one spike or two and spikes goes in the opposite direction of buys, right? So boom will be buying and be selling most of the time. So that's it for boom, right? If we get rejected here, get rejected from this zone here, going to go back for a retest, right? A retest and then go back, and then we sell the market to the downside. But initially, if the market goes back up, right, comes back for a retest, we'll continue buying to the upside. That's to tell you the market is ready for a nice bullish rally there. So that's it for boom, right? Everything is straightforward, right? Very, very straightforward. So let's move down to crash. So hello guys, this is by FX and this is crash 1000. So you can see on crash 1000 on the highest time frame, you could see we were previously on an uptrend and the market did what, right? The market got rejected from here and started a new trend. Right now this is a nice impulse and then we enter a consolidating channel or a correctional channel. This could signal a bearish continuation to the downside, right? Could signal a bearish continuation to the downside. Alright, break bound and then we continue selling to the downside. While there's possibility, right, the market's going up. Alright, breaking out and then what? start looking for buys, more buys on crash. You know, most of the time, right, booms goes in the crash directions, right, always crash into the downside with spikes on buys. While crash will always go for the buy side and spikes to the downside. So that's it. That's what we're speculating. But let's see here. We got a nice one here where we could get support for the market to go for a correction. Right? You know, this is an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. So we'll be waiting for another impulse now. So let's go down to the smaller time frame. Are we ready for the impulse? So as you can see, we're just pushing, but right now we're still on a nice downtrend. So still on a nice downtrend there, and we should be preparing ourselves for a nice correction to come. After the correction, we cannot choose direction. It's either up or down, right? So that's it for VIX. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm trying my best to be able to get to know how to make these videos more educational, right? If you have a question, please drop a comment in the comment section on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the community Telegram group, right? And for those who require mentorship, I'm available anytime. So that's it. This is VIX. I'm checking out.